What's up, guys? Getting ready to do this live. Sorry I'm late. I was just on the phone with a good friend of mine, Andy Frisella, and I'm going to wait here just a second so that we can explain all the things that are going on, what's new, answer some questions, and give updates. So let's just wait just a few seconds and get everything rolling. So hopefully everyone's doing well. We got people from all over the people trying to call me now. Let's see. All right, guys. So I want to say, first of all, today from 4 to 7, I will be at Max Muscle in San Jose on Meridian. Meridian Max Muscle is the first store that had ever carried Evogen. It was my first business that had carried EVP, my first product. So Lance had brought that product in many years ago, 10, 11 years ago, and I'm going to be there today. So if you're in the Bay Area, or the South Bay Area at least, come by. I'll be there today from 4 to 7 at Max Muscle San Jose on Meridian, and hanging out with the guys over there. And we're going to be doing a cool launch. And we finally got in our new flavors of Isoject. So orange cream pop and stroopwafel. So those are going to be getting shipped out to you guys momentarily. I know you guys did a lot of pre-orders during the Memorial Day weekend sale. So thank you for that. It was very successful. It was our most successful sale weekend ever. So that was awesome. And it's been great. So thank you guys so much for the support. Today, 4 to 7, I'm going to be at Max Muscle. So Max Muscle Meridian with the boys over there. So going forward, I want to talk about who I was on the phone with earlier. I was on the phone with Andy Frisella, CEO of First Form S2, him and his partner Chris Klein. We had talked about bringing Evogen to the S2 stores. So the S2 stores that are all within Missouri and that whole area, bringing Evogen in. And I want to be happy to say, very proud to say, that we have partnered up where we're going to be bringing Evogen to the S2 stores. They've got 25, believe, plus stores now. So very excited about that. Very proud of that. Couldn't think of a better partnership and being able to bring that in. And for those of you who keep asking me, when is that going to happen? It's happening. So we're just setting up the logistics now. We'll let you know in terms of flavors and products and what's going on. And I'm seeing guys jump on here that I know. Andre, what's up, Andre? I'm super excited. Very stoked. We were out there I was out there seeing them a couple months ago, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And, we've been waiting for this. So I'm super excited about that. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Andy. Looking forward to, getting out there and, getting out to some of those stores as well. So that's going to be really cool. But so S2, Evogen S2 coming within the next week. So I'll let you guys know. I'll give you definitely updates through stories and through my social feeds. But very excited about that. Going forward, I got questions about Hadi Choopan. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one in English and in Farsi because there's a lot of people here from the Middle East. So I want to tell you guys, we have decided which show Hadi is doing next, because you guys have a lot of Hadi fans on here. So I'm going to go ahead and translate this. برای اون کسایی که از ایران هستن و هموطن هستن که بداره انگلیسیشون خوب نیستش، معذرت میخوام، فارسی من خیلی خوب نیست. فقط میخواستم به شما بگم داره شرکت میکنه Hadi. So Hadi is going to be competing coming up, and the first time in North America, he is going to be doing the Vancouver Pro. He got the visa for Canada. That's set. Hadi Choopan is going to be doing the Vancouver Pro. So, I know the next question is going to be, so the next question is going to be whether or not he's going to do open or 212. That one I'm going to let you know later. At a later time, it depends, because he is very heavy right now in regards to body weight. But I do know that they have both divisions there, and we're going to be announcing that as we get a little bit closer what he's going to end up doing. But super excited about that. Decided to jump in that. So IFBB Pro League, Vancouver Pro, it's the next show. So super excited about that. And that's going to be mid-July. And Next thing, questions. We have questions. So let me do that in Farsi real quick because again, I got a lot of people here from the Middle East. So برای اون کسایی که دارن میپرسن هادی کی شرکت میکنه Vancouver Pro توی وسط July. I think it's around the July 13th, I believe, or 12th or 13th. So it's going to be, that's going to be in about 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. He's going to be competing. So very, very excited about that. And I'm sure I'm going to be getting more questions, and we're going to be talking more about that in the coming weeks. So let's talk about these questions I've gotten. So I got a ton of questions. Some of the stuff is redundant, so I crossed off. The stuff that is training related, I'm going to start off with. FST7. I'm getting a lot of FST7 questions. So how long does FST7 training take for one session? So the session can run anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. The longer workouts are usually legs. The shorter workouts are usually arms. And 45 minutes. And they're asking how many sets before the FST7 set. Usually three exercises before, then one FST7 set, and that's for the smaller body parts, and usually up to 5 exercises for the bigger body parts like legs, and usually they're about 4 sets per exercise. So do the math, it's about 20 sets for the bigger body parts before your FST7 sets. So again, 45 minutes for the smaller body parts in an hour and 15 minutes. So let me do a quick little translation here. So برای اون کسایی که دارن میپرسن FST7 ورزشاش چقدر طول میکشه، برای کسی که میخواد مثلا رو پاش کار کنه 1 ساعت و 20 دقیقه 1 ساعت و 15 دقیقه طول میکشه. برای اون کسایی که داره ورزش میکنن بازوهاشونو 45 دقیقه. So چند تا ست؟ نزدیک 16 سته، بعدن 7 ست هم FST7 سته که میکنی با 30 ثانیه استراحت بین ستا. So again, guys, I'm going to do the best I can on my broken Farsi because I see a lot of people here from the Middle East. Let's see. Next question. As a busy medical professional, works 13 hours a day, what do you recommend for implementing FST7 program? Would dropping the number of sets before the FST7 set be okay so I can shorten the workout? Yes. So he wants to know if he can do less sets before the FST7. Yes, you can do less sets. You can do 1 to 2 warm-ups with 1 working set. So that way you're doing almost like a high intensity for the first 3 or 4 exercises. And then you do your last exercise. Then you're turning around and you're doing your FST7 set. So that can happen with any workout, no problem. So in Farsi, I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick translation. آقایون میخواست بپرسم مثلا میتونه ورزشاش رو تندتر بکنه یا میتونه کوتاه‌تر بکنه. So میتونی کوتاه‌تر کنی، یه دونه ست تا 2 ست میتونی بکنی برای 3 تا ورزش، بعدن 4مین ورزش FST7 میکنی که 30 ثانیه طول میکشه که بتونی استراحت بکنی، بعدن 7 بار میکنی، اون FST7. So again, I apologize for my broken Farsi. So another training question. How many times a week can I train chest if I want to get my chest big? 3, 4? No, I don't recommend training your body parts 3 or 4 times a week. Maximum twice a week. So 2 times. So 2 بار در هفته بتونی ورزش بکنی یه دونه مایچه. So سعی نکن بیشتر از 3-4 روز احتیاج نداری که بتونی استراحت بکنی. مثلا میخوام 2 دفعه در هفته، مثلا یک شنبه میخوای ورزش کنی، بعدن 4 شنبه یا 5 شنبه دوباره میتونی ورزش کنی. So like Monday you can train and then Thursday you can train, but you want about 3 days between your workouts. But you don't want to train a body part more than twice a week. Let's see. Okay, so you got Alvin asking about bicep weakness. What's the best thing for biceps? Bicep training, honestly, is about stimulating your biceps while creating peak contraction without getting your shoulders involved. Most guys try to go too heavy and then you get shoulders. It's like having a shoulder workout. So what you really want to do is you want to make sure that you're isolating. So either a preacher curl, whether it's a single arm or you're using a preacher curl machine, works well. Or if you're isolating with putting your elbow inside of your leg. So, and then you can do isolated curls. But you want to make sure you're isolating to get peak contraction in your bicep. Because most people that go too heavy are building their shoulders too much and they're not building their biceps. So basically in my broken Farsi برای سوال بود سوال چطوری میخوای مایچه‌های بازوات رو بزرگ بکنی برای اینکه شونه‌هاش داره بزرگتر میشه میگم وزن زیاد نزن برای اینکه شونه‌ها سعی میکنه زیاد مصرف بشه برای مایچه بازوت برای نمیتونه contraction بگیره. So سعی میکن یه ذره سبکتر استفاده کنیم دامبلا رو که بتونی contraction بهتر بگیری. Let's see. Okay, good question here from Estelle Smith. How do you modify your training when you're over 40? When you hit 40, trying to avoid injuries and staying motivated. Remember this, when you're over 40, your body changes. You're not going to end up having the recovery of when you were 25 years old. So you're not going to be handling the crazy weight. Try to focus on mind-muscle connection. Try to focus on creating a pump in the beginning of your workout, and that's why you can even do FSD7 preload, and focus on getting that before you going into your compound movement. So basically pre-exhausting. So that means that if you're getting ready to do chest, start with some like a fly machine. So that way you're going to be able to increase blood flow, and then when you go into your presses, you're not going to need to go as heavy to be able to get a really good workout because you've pre-exhausted your chest doing flies. So those are the things that you really have to pay attention to when you start getting a little bit older, because you can't just throw a ton of weight. So make sure that you focus on form and mind-muscle connection. So in Farsi, this one's going to be tough. If I had Paul here, he could probably help it with this. But میگن بعد از 40 سالگی چیزایی میتونی عوض بکنی تو ورزشات که بتونی سالم بمونی، یعنی درد نداشته باشی. خیلی بایستی خیلی مواظب باشی که وزن‌ها زیاد استفاده نکنی. 20 سالته 25 سالته میتونی وزن‌ها زیادتر استفاده بکنی. So میخوای بعد از 35 40 سالت میشه وزن‌هاتو یه ذره کم بکن، فقط مایند مسل داشته باشی که بتونی پامپ کار کنی. برای اینکه احتیاج نیستش که مثلا وزن زیاد استفاده بکنی که مثلا شونت درد بگیره. خیلی وایسی مواظب باشی که وزن زیاد استفاده نکنی، برای اینکه وزن تو زیاد استفاده بکنی چیز زانوت نمیدونم شونت این چیزات خیلی تاثیر میذاره روی بدنت. You can hurt yourself. So خیلی وایسی مواظب باشی. So okay guys, so next question. Am I allowed to run and hug? Am I allowed to run and hug you when I meet you in August here in Portland? Yeah, you can come over. Just don't do it from behind or something because I have a bad reflex. But yeah, you can definitely come by and give a hug. Gotta dream big. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Spectrum Fitness Productions. We have a big show, by the way, this weekend. I almost forgot. I had it on here to make sure we talk about it. We have the NorCal this weekend. We're going to be there. So if you guys are going to be at any area near Sacramento, Northern California, come out to the Spectrum Fitness Productions show. We have, it's NPC IFBB, so it's going to be a great show. So come out and check it out. And a lot of really, really good physiques competing because I'm getting tagged on them and some guys and women are looking awesome. So that's this weekend in Sacramento. Let's see. How can I drain water from my muscle 1 week left for competition? And does carb loading and carb loading before a show? Everybody's different regarding carb loading. This is one of the questions I get all the time. What's the best way to carb load? And everybody's different. Guys, this is why you guys have coaches. And if you don't have a coach, the best thing you should do is write down the process that you've used or are about to use so you can figure out and then take pictures so you can see what your body is looking like before the load, during the depletion, all the way into the load. And then you can see what foods. Try not to use food that your body is not used to, because if you don't know how your body is going to respond, and you might have a really bad reaction to that food, it's going to be detrimental, So actually, let me get rid of this guy. So it's going to be very detrimental. I just want to make sure you guys don't try to do new things the last week. You want to be able to use, if you're using rice and potatoes or sweet potatoes, and your body works well with those foods, use those foods. But some people tend to start using different kinds of foods because exotic foods that their bodies are not used to. And that's the problem you run into, because your body's not used to processing that. So if your body's not used to doing sweet potatoes or any of these other crazy things, don't start using them if you don't know what's going to happen. Or try 2 weeks before, try a dry run. Try to do that. So and see how your body works. سوال بود که چی غذاهای خوبه که برای کارب لودینگ میخواد یه چیزهای مختلف استفاده بکنه، rice like whether the rice cakes or potatoes. چیزهای تازه استفاده نکن. اون غذایی که داره استفاده میکنی برای آخرین هفته که میخوای کارب لود بکنی، همون غذاهای استفاده بکن که بدنت چیز داشته باشه، میدونه که چطوری اثر بدنت چطوره، مثلا شکمت باد نکنه. برای اینکه اون غذا داره استفاده میکنی توی دایت شما، سعی بکنی همون غذا رو استفاده بکنی. چیزی تازه نیار که بدن یه دفعه یه چیزی بشه، بدن آخرش شکمت باد بکنه یا چیزی بشه. So okay, how do I get water out of my lower back? That if you're holding water in your lower back, it has to do with body fat. Okay? It has to do with body fat. So what you want to do is it just tells you you're not lean enough. So make sure. So میگه چطوری از بدن میتونی آبتو کم کنی، از I guess پشتت، پایین پشتت، چربیه بایستی چربی رو کمتر کنی، چربی تو بدن تو کمتر بکنی خشک‌تر میشه. So again, it has to do, water is attracted by fat. So if you are holding less water, your body fat's still too high. Your water levels will go down as your body fat goes down. So make sure that you get leaner, you'll just hold less water. That's why as you get closer and closer to the show, you'll end up getting drier. And you'll stay drier throughout the day as your body fat drops. So again, make sure that you keep your body fat coming down, and so that if you go, oh no, it's just I'm just a water pill away or whatever, but you're gaining 10 pounds of water from morning till night, you're not in shape. So you have to make sure that for you to be able to be drier, you need to be leaner. So most of the time people think that it's just water. It's not. It's just your body fat's still too high. Good question. So let's see. God, we got so many supplement questions. I should do a different one on just supplements. Okay, here we go. Is carb cycling effective for gaining muscle and avoiding fat? Absolutely. It's carb cycling is, I think, probably one of the most effective, especially while you're bodybuilding. If you are trying to lose weight, people ask me all the time, do you believe in keto? I go, yeah, I personally use keto. Okay, not all the time, and then I go into a carb cycle. But to be able to cut your cravings going into ketosis is great, because it helps you from getting cravings, and it allows your body to not focus on having to eat. And you can also do intermittent fasting with it too. And I believe in both. But when you're training hard and you're a bodybuilder, carb cycling is the way to go. If you are a person who's just trying to lose weight, you can use keto, works awesome. But if you're trying to get on stage, I don't believe in keto for contest prep. At least not the whole prep. Maybe the first couple weeks while you're trying to reset your body. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to translate that. میخواستم ببینن carb cycling که بالا پایین کربوهیدراتتون درستیه برای ورزشکارای زیبا اندامی. بله درسته، فقط بعضی آدمایی که داره کیتو میکنن که کربوهیدرات که اصلا نمیخورن، اون بهتره برای فقط وزن کم کردن. بخوای مثلا چربی رو بسوزونی، ورزشکار مثلا زیبا اندامی نباشی، it's okay. برای کیتو خوبه. فقط اون کسایی که میخوان درباره مثلا ورزشکارایی که میخوان شرکت بکنن، کارب سایکلینگ خوبه که میبری بالا کربوهیدرات رو، بعد میاری پایین، بعد دوباره میاری بالا دوباره. So and again برای اون کسایی که دارن فارسی می‌نویسن، من که نمیتونم فارسی بخونم اصلا، خوب درستم بلد نیستم حرف بزنم. معذرت میخوام، یه کسی دیگه که ترجمه بکنه برای من. But so guys, again, carb cycling works. Carb cycling works great. Keto works. It just depends on what you're looking for. So if you're running keto, it's going to really help with cutting your cravings and, you know, and making sure that you're not overeating. But at the end of the day, if you're competing, there's nothing better than carb cycling. That's my opinion. It's worked for me and my clients, and again, that's what I recommend. Let's get one more question. And okay, when do you cut out protein powders during a prep? It's a really good question. So some people feel like they don't use any protein powders during preparation. I personally like to use it up until a given time where the body plateaus in terms of what I see them progressing. If I feel that their body's no longer progressing and that the protein powder, you know, especially, you know, with sweeteners, whether they're artificial or natural, doesn't matter, that it could be affecting their fat loss, then I start to restrict some of those things that have sweeteners in them. Whether artificial or natural, doesn't matter. Because I have seen bodies respond to either one in a fashion where their body just tends to hold a little bit more. So that's my personal opinion. I watch it, and then if I cut that out and I see that their body changes, then I go, okay, well, obviously it was a good decision. We see your body continuously getting leaner. And some people, you know, they just don't do well with certain kinds of whey protein digestively. So again, solid food is the best, and then supplements are designed to be what they call supplements to add in. So it's really, really important. I'm going to do one more question here. Are pre-workouts important? Pre-workout powders? Yes. Pre-workouts are really, really important. The reason why pre-workouts are so important is because pre-workouts, especially ones that focus on blood flow, help with being able to give you a pump. Now, all the other ancillary ingredients that help with focus, energy, all those things will help you get motivated and help you be able to get into the workout and create intensity. But it's really, really important on a pre-workout to help with blood flow. So blood flow should be the number one type of reason why you'd want to actually take a pre-workout, is to increase blood flow, because you're going to create nutrients, you're going to create you're going to get more of a 3D look, because you're creating a lot of blood, like whether it's you're training arms or shoulders. People go, hey, how do I get 3D? Well, you want to be able to increase blood flow. The number one ingredient that your product should include is something to help with vasodilation. So, and there's lots of different vasodilators out there, but that's the number one thing. The second thing is to increase intensity through your workout, whether it's using caffeine with other stimulants. I like to use Yohimbe in like EVP Extreme, because Yohimbe was also prescribed for blood flow. So even though it works as a stimulant and synergistically with caffeine and Yohimbe, they work as a stimulant, but it doesn't have the constrictive effects of DMAA or some of those types of stimulants that have a lot of constriction. So because you're all about blood flow. So again, guys, I apologize for being a little bit late. I was on the phone with Andy, and so blame it all on Andy Frisella. I want to say thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on here for the next 24 hours for you guys to see, and I'm going to do some more question and answers. Hadi is going to be at the Vancouver Pro. I'm going to be at the Vancouver Pro, so that's going to be really fun. Thank you guys very, very much, and I'm going to be keeping you updated on all the new products and all of the new stores that are carrying Eugen. So again, thank you guys very much. God bless all those that are out there celebrating Eid in the Middle East. Eid Mubarak. for those that are following aid. So take care. God bless.